left, tangent! What's the date today?
April 25th.
Correct. The day the Gallipoli campaign began, back in 1915.
Britain is at war. I must go and fight. Do my duty. Why would you want to go and fight for Britain, though? Aren't you from Australia? Is not Australia your country?
Things were different back in 1914, Carl.
See the world! Travel free! You won't get a better opportunity than this! Do I have any volunteers? Anyone thinks they have what it takes to join the army? No, don't like most of your haircuts.
Mum, we've been through this. If we don't help Britain stop the Germans, they could end up in Australia. Plus, everyone knows joining the army. It's a big adventure, chance of a lifetime, and not to mention, girls love the uniform. So. At that time, when we boarded the ship, it all seemed like a big game.
And people were very proud of the country they lived in.
I love the Germany.
Well, I love the Britain.
I love the Germany so much, I will die for it.
Well, I love the Britain so much that I'll die for it.
So people were ready in their hearts and minds to go to
war!
It's a bang bang, it's a bang bang, it's a bang. Australia and New Zealand were British allies. Anyone know what the word ally means? Friends, yeah, like that TV show that doesn't exist anymore.
So, did Germany have any friends like that TV show that doesn't exist anymore?
Yep, Bulgaria and Turkey.
Turkey!
Dear Mum, he remembered my name.
4:29 a.m., April 25th, 1915. The first Australian soldiers waded ashore at Gallipoli.
Well, that heavy equipment must have really weighed you down in the water.
It did. Some men even drowned. Some men didn't even make it to the beach. They were shot in the water. For those of us who did, things got even worse.
We were soaked to our waist and our rifles were full of damp sand. We kept getting separated from our officers and the men that we trained with. Orders were confused. We were always moving uphill and we kept getting shot at.
But we pushed forward somehow. Keep your head down. Hey, Hamilton, you don't seem to get it. If we stay here, we're all going to be killed. Over.
Hamilton here. Stay there. Keep fighting. What? Here's the ticket. Dig, dig, dig until it's over. Over. Take this, come on. No, please, I don't want it. No, we don't have insurance. Oh my God, I don't like it.
And the bullets kept flying. I was wounded shortly after the first landing, gunshot wound to the thigh. I fell down between some rocks. I was scared. I thought I was going to die. Who would find me here? When I woke up, I felt something soft and whiskery against my face. I looked up into the deep brown eyes of a donkey. The man with the donkey helped me onto its back and took me down to the beach medical station. The head honchos from both sides had a talk and decided that for 9 hours on May 24th, the fighting would stop, while both sides buried their dead. When this happened, the men began to give each other gifts. Some even shook hands.
Hey, I'm an Aussie and you're a Turk.
I know!
And I might shoot you tomorrow.
What?
But today, you're my mate.
What did you say about... Anzacs give wounded Turks sips from their water bottles.
Hey, would you like a sip from my water bottle?
No thanks. Would you like a kebab?
Oh.
Charge! We came pouring out of the tunnels. When we reached the Turkish trenches, we got a huge shock.
The Turks had covered their trenches with solid pine logs for protection. That's why all the pine trees had been cut down. And they were firing up at us through the logs.
We had no choice but to go down there after them.
Oh, Ivan, it... Ivo wasn't lucky enough to dodge the bullets that day. Then in the second half of November, the weather became freezing cold.
It's become freezing cold.
And many of the soldiers got frostbite.
They didn't have proper clothing to protect them from the ice and snow. The rain was so heavy that men drowned if they were wounded and stuck in a trench or gully. Men froze to death. Much of the battle had been run from the warships, without the officers even knowing what was happening on the land.
So Gallipoli had been a huge mistake, and thousands of people had died for nothing.
Naturally, the British wanted to get the rest of the men out of there alive.
How do you get all those people off that tiny beach without the enemy noticing? If the Turks had known you guys were retreating, they would have just charged you.
Soldiers wrapped socks and blankets over their boots so the Turks wouldn't hear their footsteps as they left. By December 18th, 40,000 men had left Gallipoli.
And then by December 20th, the remaining 40,000 had gone. I'm not saying that war is good, Most of the time, it's pointless and badly managed and results in innocent people getting caught up in something they don't even understand. But we do have to remember why the soldiers fought. They fought for our freedom, to stop others from getting hurt. They may have died in vain, but Gibbo Gillibo. They died to protect you and me. It's a greater sacrifice than anyone can make. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.